This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with the Tennessee Highway Patrol. Pedestrian safety is a two-way street. Both drivers and walkers need to do their part to keep roads safe. When you're walking, remember, the drivers may not always see you, so remember to use these tips to continue to walk safely. Wear bright clothes. Always use crosswalks and obey signs. Lights and reflectors should be used. And finally, alert and do not distract. This message brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Patrol.
CJ Used Appliances, located at 3530 Jackson Avenue here in Memphis, Tennessee. Call them at 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances have the best prices in town, sales and service, heating and air. Also the best appliances you'll find anywhere in the Mid-South. Refrigerators, microwave stoves, washers and dryers, deep freezers, dishwashers, whatever you need in used appliances. And folks, I'm telling you, they're the best used appliances anywhere you'll find. That's CJ Used Appliances, 3530 Jackson Avenue. All appliances come with warranty. You can call them at 901-487-7882. Again, 901-487-7882, CJ Used Appliances. T-Graphics Printing, located at 890 East Range Road in Memphis, a complete print shop for all your printing needs. They do it all. Color copies, resumes, funeral programs, rubber stamps, full-color business cards, wedding and graduation invitations, and more. 30-plus years of quality work and service. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., located at 890 East Range Road in Memphis, Tennessee, 901-345-9294. T-Graphics Printing. C&S Motors Auto Sales, located at 2508 Summer Avenue, here in Memphis, Tennessee. Call them at 901-323-8778. C&S Motors Auto Sales has been around since 1984. Go by and see Chris today for some of the best pre-owned and used vehicles in the city. They have SUVs, minivans, cars, trucks, whatever you're looking for in pre-owned used vehicles. Hey, you can find it right there at C&S Motors Auto Sales. See Chris since 1984. They will treat you right. Call them at 901-323-8778. That's 901-323-8778, 2508 Summer Avenue, C&S Motors Auto Sales.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with the Tennessee Highway Patrol, here to explain the Tennessee Hands-Free Law, which is a new state law effective July 1st, 2019. In Public Chapter 412, it makes it illegal for a driver to hold a cell phone or a mobile device with any part of their body, to write, send, or read any text-based communication, to reach for a cell phone or mobile device in a manner that requires the driver to no longer be in a seated driving position or properly restrained by a seatbelt, to watch a video or a movie on a cell phone or a mobile device, and to record or broadcast video on a cell phone or mobile device. So, can I still talk on my cell phone while driving? Yes. A driver is permitted to use an earpiece, headphone device, or a device worn on a wrist to conduct a voice-based communication. The driver may use one button on a cell phone or mobile device to initiate or terminate voice communication, and voice-based communication may also be used to send a text message. Learn more at handsfreetn.com.
And good morning again, and welcome to Talk Back Live in the morning. It is now 8:06, 6 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock Central Time, and a very pleasant good morning to you on a Thursday morning. Yes, a lovely, wonderful Thursday morning, and starting your day off at 45 degrees under a partly cloudy sky. A beautiful day to start your day on a Thursday. And I tell you what, we have a great show lined up for you today. Hot topics of discussion, news that you could use, local, national, international. And the number to call is 901-213-6020. Again, the number to call is 901-213-6020. And we welcome you into the show today. And also, we're going to be talking about, I want to let you know, we're going to be giving away a prize in the month of December. Yes, we're going to be giving away a prize, so stick around and listen. And the only way you can win is to watch and listen to the show. And so we'll be giving that away coming up later on in the month. So Monday we'll probably have some details on that and how you can participate. All right. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning, Bob. Good morning, everybody out there listening, watching, tuning in, wherever you may be, however you may be doing so, man. We definitely appreciate y'all for checking us out once again on this Thursday edition. Y'all know this is the last day of the week for us, so we definitely appreciate y'all for joining us as always. We're going to make sure this is a loaded show today. A whole lot of stuff we want to get to in this 2 hours, so y'all stick and stay. Also, join the conversation if you feel so obliged. You can do so. The number is scrolling right below me. Call in and join the conversation. 901-213-6020. Once again, 901-213-6020 is the number to call. You can hit us up and join in on what we got going on today. Also, social media is up and running. As you can see, we're live on Facebook on all our pages right now. Also, live on the Spreaker app, Spreaker. You can check us out there as well. And
that's a free download from your mobile devices.
Yes, sir.
All your computers, your phone, your laptops, laptop, whatever, you can download that Spreaker, Spreaker app. It's a free download. And search TalkBack, one word, TalkBack Live. Once you download it, and you'll hear it loud and clear.
That's it. Also, you can check us out on these platforms that you're seeing scrolling on your screen. Facebook, Talk Back Live with Bob and Josh. Like our page, follow it. Also, Twitter at Talk Back Live. It's one word, at Talk Back Live. Also, besides the Spreaker app, you can also listen to us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and iHeartRadio apps. So on each one of those apps, all you got to do is search Talk Back Live, and you will find all of our programming right there.
Yes, indeed. And I tell you what, we've got some hot topics that are ready to go today, and some questions, maybe a question of the day or whatever. But, hey, we're ready to roll. Josh, let's get it on.
All right.
And in the headlines today, we've got several topics we're going to talk about today. It's going to be a great day today on this Thursday. And folks, listen, man, whatever we're going to talk about today, your response on these particular topics will be of importance. Now, we can talk about food stamps. We can talk about George. Yes, you remember the person named George? Well, we're going to remind you of him in just a little bit, so stick around. Let's talk about it. Josh, there's a person of interest this morning on our show, but we'll start out first of all. The food stamps are to be cut off to how many? 700,000 people?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know there's that many people on food stamps. Food stamps to be cut off to over 700,000 people. What's going on with this story?
Well, craziness, man. It's been a topic we've discussed in the past about food stamps and different regulations, but what's going into effect now is some things that are instituted by the president, Donald J. Trump. And what seems to be the consequence of that is that thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people will be losing access to said food stamps and et cetera. So a lot of this has to do with jobs and how much these people are working. And basically, like I said, job qualifications or whatever.
Yeah.
Or job requirements. If you are to have food stamps, you must be working at least this much.
Yeah, well, the thing about it too, some people think, well, the government just give food stamps to everybody, and some people get taken off of food stamps. A lot of people have in the past been taken off of food stamps, and some people look at it, well, the government's not, they're not sensitive enough to people. But there are a lot of people that were on the food program that took the program for granted.
That's true.
And it made it hard for those that are really in need to really get government assistance, if that's what you call it. Food stamp program. So back in the day, some of you people probably know, way back in the day, they had books of food stamps where you would have, $1 books, or I guess $5 books, $10 books. You know what I mean. They had those books of food stamps, paper.
The book of stamps.
Right. And then one day they told me, hey, Bob, you need to wake up. They don't use those book food stamps anymore. They use a credit card.
Oh, yeah.
And when I found out about that, what was a few years ago?
Yeah, the EBT.
The EBT card. Do they still call it EBT card?
Oh, yeah. Eat better today.
Oh, is that what that means?
No, it's not.
But anyway, They have the credit card. And even with that, people are misusing that to do or to get what they want. I've had people walk up to me in the grocery store and say, hey, man, you give me $50 worth of cash or whatever, then I could take it and pay $50 off my food stamp or EBT card, my credit card. Yep. I said, what? So, in other words, he wanted me to give him cash so that
he
could use it to buy beers, cigarettes, because I don't think they can purchase that stuff with the EBT card, with the credit card.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what they were doing it for. But, I told him, I said, no, I better not do that.
Have any of y'all bought stamps from the store?
Yeah.
Under the table. I don't know if you want to admit that publicly.
Have you ever, somebody come to you and said, hey, give me $50 and I'll pay $50 when you go up to the grocery counter and use my EBT card? And, so, hey, that happens, and people, I don't know, do they still do that today?
Yeah, they do.
They still do that, yeah.
I've seen it.
And hey, what about it, folks? What about the food stamp program? Is it still something that's valid today, that's needed? Or do you think people just need to get up and go to work? Well, the EBT food stamp program was developed just for that. For those that are working and they needed government assistance. That's why it's called government assistance. They would assist you in your need until you have that area filled or where you was able to get money
and able to, not need food stamps any longer.
That's
but
true.
then some people got comfortable on the food stamps. I guess that card gets refilled or whatever now. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Every month.
So, but the food stamps, the paper food stamps, you can forget about that. I guess they don't come in the mail like they used to.
But real quick, like what you were talking about. Now, what I think, and a lot of people feel like, okay, we understand with the job requirements, but isn't the purpose, and this is what the story is going to detail, and we'll talk more about it once we play the story. But some people feel, isn't that what EBT or the SNAP program is supposed to be for people that don't have jobs, that are trying to look for jobs?
Well,
and get to that point.
I don't know if it's for people that don't have jobs or not.
I mean, why'd you need food stamps? Uh-oh.
James, welcome to the show. I got an echo back.
Oh, you good.
James, welcome to the show. Good morning on a Thursday. What's going on, James? Good to hear from you.
Yeah, man, I ain't been able to find you guys, man. I don't know. You guys be popping on and on.
What do you mean?
I ain't been able to find you, man. Like your show, I don't be knowing you guys be on or whatever. But
yeah,
it's all good, man.
That's all good. We're on the same place every day on TalkBackLive.
No, I'm looking at you now. Like I don't have the chat. I see you, but I don't see y'all chat. So I'm trying to figure out, where you at or whatever, so I can see the chat. Because I just got your streaming, but I don't, I'm not in the window where I can see a chat too.
Okay. Now, real quick, are you on a desktop right now, or
your desktop? Yeah.
Click on the video. And
I clicked on the video and they gave me some gay stuff, man. I know that one, y'all.
Some what? No. Lord, no. I don't know what that is, but don't click.
I knew that wasn't y'all. I said, no, that ain't him now. This dude down here, 5 ways to make him addicted to you.
No.
No.
Matter of fact, don't click on it no more. Just leave it alone.
Yeah, I'll figure it out, man. But look.
Yeah.
Buy them stamps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I done bought some stamps, up in the store, man. Like they give me, if I do 80, I say, okay, they'll say you can go 80, but you can do 100 for the 80. I always go 120.
Okay.
You know what, James? You're just reminding me. That's where it was. They would, because they wanted the cash more than they did, the food stamp. So they would up it or whatever the case is because they knew it was more valuable.
Yeah.
They would give you more food stamps for the money.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it was.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. And I always bring it up because, see, like I'm like you, Bob, I don't really want to do it.
Yeah.
But if you if you need the money, I really don't want to do it. But if you want to come at me like that, I'm going to say, okay, 130. Give me 50 more. Because they're the one that's trying to hustle them stamps. I ain't in that. I'm a shop.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
you're right. That's a good point. I mean,
they get mad. No, they get mad. Be like, what? No, bro. No, bro. Be like, no, bro. Or ask somebody else. Because I didn't come to you. You came to me. So, and I done got some good deals. I done got me some $50. I went and got me some ribeyes.
Oh man.
Yeah, some potatoes. I was like, I'm gonna have me a ribeye off this dude right here. I'm gonna eat good. Now, but Bob, no, real talk, because I know how you guys Christian dudes and stuff. I'm wrong. I'm admit that. Real talk, the food stamps for the kids, man.
Yeah,
because that's who they hurt. They're selling them stamps for themselves, but they give you the stamps for the children and to feed your kids.
Right. And it's taking away from those kids. When they do that, and that just goes to show you, people are trying to get the cash so they can buy beers, cigarettes, and not be concerned about what the food stamps are really given for.
I'm about to say weed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Can't use EBT to buy weed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And see what's really sad, Bob, and I've seen this. It's a woman who got maybe 2 kids, and now you got to talk to her. For whatever reason, she done decided to be with some guy. You have to talk to her why she's doing this. And he's got the food stamp card. It's her card.
Right.
For her and her kids. and he's in the store hustling her card so he can buy him some weed, drugs, or whatever, beer, and it's tragic.
Man, that is sad.
Yeah, that's messed up. I've seen that
so
too. That's
what I'm saying. So, but now me, I'm a bad guy. Bob, you're right. I'm wrong. Josh, I know I'm wrong, Josh. But he come to me with it. I'm gonna charge him. He gonna give me 50. I'm gonna give you 80. I'm gonna go 120 off them stamps.
Yeah. So you're gonna make him pay for you to be able to get the things he wants.
Well, I mean, I know we say it's wrong, but and I don't even know this, right? So it's an honest question. Is it against the law to do that? I don't even know if it's.
It is. I don't know if it's against the law, but I know the stores are not supposed. The clerk.
Yeah.
Because, all that stuff's on camera. Now everything's on video.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to be able to let you use that card. Like me, I come up with my basket and use another person's food stamp cards for my groceries. They're not supposed to let that happen.
Okay.
And it's on video. So actually on video. So.
But couldn't both people get caught with this and be charged in a sense, even though?
Yeah, I think they can. I don't know if it's ever prosecuted, and I know a lot of time the clerk will be looking. They'll look, but I've seen clerks who said no. They're like when you come up and they see the guy like behind you, they said no. They said no. Give me that card. No, I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking. I was thinking all you would really. All you would really have to do is have said person walk up there with your shopping cart, you know what I'm saying, and act like it's him buying the groceries. Then y'all walk outside, he walk outside, and y'all swap.
Yeah, but see, he may not be able to pay for all the groceries, though.
Yeah.
But Bob, his name's not on the card. Like I said, it's most of the time it's some girl he's living with or dating.
Okay, right.
So it ain't even his card.
And see, a lot of times they'll steal that card. They'll take the card from you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll take it from her. And like I said, the stamps are for the kids. It's for the women and children.
Right.
It's not for this dude she's dating. So he'll do that because he want to hustle. Because what he want to do is get an $80 lick off the card so he can go buy some drugs and flip the drugs.
Yeah.
Turn up, $60 worth of weed or whatever, $80 worth of weed into 120 or whatever. Because, these niggas, I hate to say it like that. These penny pinching ass niggas out here hustling.
Ooh.
No, I hate to say it. That's what they're doing.
But now, with them doing this, I had a question in my mind I was going to ask you. I forgot the question. But anyway, this is against the law.
Yeah.
And for people to do something like this, man, this is really, really. Now, here's the thing. These people get food stamps, and they do it like this. Those type of people get caught. They should be caught, and they should be cut off from the program. If the lady's giving her card out to some guy to go and do something or to be able to use it, well, I don't know. Maybe he's maybe stolen it from her. Or maybe most of the time, I don't know if she's giving it to him. So
now, here's what I've ran into.
Do their thing and get money and all that kind of junk.
But here's the thing. Now, I've seen this too. Maybe I don't know if it's the same couple that James ran into, same person. But this guy I saw was with his girl. They were doing it together. Like they both walk up.
Yeah.
They'll both walk up to you and say, "Hey, you want to do that?"
Yeah, I believe they'll do it together.
And that's bringing the family together.
Yeah, go ahead, James.
Yeah.
No, but see the problem though, like I said, when you think about it, when you sit down and you might get $120 worth of groceries for $80 cash, right? Mm-hmm. When you leave and you drive home and you think about it, you always reflect that money that they're receiving is for children.
Right.
And you shouldn't be participating in that because whatever they're up to, they're denying those kids. Them kids got to eat, man, and you're not feeding your children when you sell the stamps.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's ultimately when you say, well, cut them off. Well, they should probably take the kids from them. I agree with you on that. Take the kids from those people who doing that because they're not being parents. because those stamps, even though they want to get high or they want to get drunk, they got to do that on their own money. They got to go out and make some money.
Exactly.
Go do some day labor, go cut somebody's grass, but you can't use the stamps for that because the stamps are for the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Well,
the necessity.
it's government assistance, isn't it, for those people that are already working or laboring, but they just don't have enough to take them over the hill? Yeah. So it's not to be given out to people just because they don't work.
But here's the thing. Now, does that mean you can't get it if you're unemployed? I mean, you would think, like, let's say you lost a job and, you've been unemployed for a while trying to get a job. You can't really get one. You're going to need money because you don't have any income.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then why are they going around doing what they're doing with the EBT card, whatever card it is?
Well, see, you can't count those folks. That's not everybody.
Yeah, but if they're not working and they're out there trying to get, like James said, get cash so they can buy weed, beer, and
that's not everybody, though.
But what I'm saying
can't lump them in.
Not everybody. I'm just saying it's not everybody. But for those people who are innocent out there, they're going to lose the food stamps, be able to get any food stamps any longer because of the few that are out there that are not innocent.
Yeah.
Well, I said few, but there's a lot of people out there doing that.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. In the stores, I've seen clerks who just, Bob, Bob, these people who do clerk at Kroger, go, super low, they just want to do their 8 hours and go home.
Yeah. Yeah.
These guys come in there intimidating them. You know what I'm saying? I've seen guys looking at them, funny, like you better, you shouldn't be. And I'm saying, ultimately, because I've dealt with these dudes, and I look at that's you say, well, James is wrong. Actually, James is right because I really don't want to do it, but since they want to try to get it from me, I'm like, well, I'm not doing no 80 for 80. You got to give me 120 for 80. And since you want to do it, I'm finna go get these ribeye steaks cooked up. I'm finna cook good tonight off your dime.
Well,
now
it's just like the bank. It's just like the bank loaning you money. They're charging you interest.
Yeah, Bob. Ultimately, I'm wrong, Bob. I know you and Josh. I know the type of men you are. I am wrong. I admit it because I'm hurting the kid. Really him hustling out here, hurting the kids. Really him. It ain't me.
Because if he hadn't introduced it, you wouldn't be able to buy. You wouldn't be able to make the deal.
Yeah. So he's really forcing you to hurt their kids.
Yeah, but that's who we hurt ultimately because the kids are not getting they bologna sandwiches, they Lunchables. They food because
Lunchables
or whatever you feed them, with the stamps or whatever.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm saying that's ultimately so anybody who participates in that and Bob, a lot of people know they do it because a lot of people buy stamps on the first because they got to connect where when that money come in, it's pre-purchased and they take the card and they use the card because they say, okay, she get $325 worth of stamps. I give her $230 every month cash, and she just give me the card. I'm saying they talking about relatives and cousins.
Really?
People, Bob, they've been doing that. That food
Whoa, James, you mean tell me? Wait a minute, hold on. You mean tell me somebody walk up with someone and say, hey, your what is it, EBT card, whatever it is $300 a month, so I'll give you $250. And then you got the cash. You just give me your card, and then we're even. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's going on a lot, Bob. I'm not talking about going to the store. I'm talking about a cousin, a relative, somebody and you got somebody who got some money. I'm talking about somebody who got a good job making money. They just look at it and say, okay, I just give you the $230 for them stamp. No, they ain't gonna do no $250 for no $350. They give you $230 or $200, and they gonna take that $30. They gonna swipe that card, man. They gonna eat. They gonna get them some ribeyes. They gonna get some ribs, some hamburgers. They gonna eat good. They buy their food off that card. They just, and the person want that money more than they want that food stamp. And like I said, but ultimately the child or the children suffer. Because the person want to put the weave in, they want to get the lashes, the weave, the nails done, the toes done.
So that's how they've been paying for those things.
Hey, now,
Yeah.
I'm curious. Now, a couple comments here. I'm just reading real quick. GKP says women qualify because of their children with the food stamps. And Jet says, ask James some questions about yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, you remember they were calling for you yesterday, some of our listeners.
What did I do?
Well, no, it was, now you remember about it.
No, they were wanting response from you on certain topic we were talking about. What was it?
It was the bike and,
the Peloton bike?
Yeah, the workout bike.
Peloton, whatever it is.
So.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah,
Speaking of bike though, Bob, I'm going to get me a new bike from Walmart for Christmas.
Walmart.
Okay.
Yeah, help me out with my working out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go there. No, they got some 10 speeds in there.
Yeah, but James, did you hear?
Walmart don't pay them.
I guess you didn't hear about our topic yesterday. We were talking about how Walmart is not paying their employees time and a half or double time, or not paying them to work holidays.
Yeah.
They're talking about giving them 10% off anything they have to purchase some food, and then when they purchase the food, they'll give them 10% off of their let's say they spend $100, they'll give them $10 off their food for working a shift on a holiday,
Thanksgiving,
Christmas. Let's say they work all day Thanksgiving, they only get 10%, and then they have to spend their own money. Oh, come on, man.
Well, Walmart, you know what? You guys need to talk to them people in the returns at Walmart. They got some stories about people. Man, I don't know what the world coming to. Guys, a dude to go out and buy a TV, and then put his broke TV in the box and take it back to Walmart.
Oh, James, come on.
Bob, it don't even match like on the box. Like you get a Samsung, they come in with a Hitachi and the jet broke, and they try to get the refund, and they catch them all the time, Bob. I said, what y'all do? Please stay out there at Walmart running these people to jail, man.
Oh, man.
Put a brick in the box on the return. It's in Memphis, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. But I'm just, y'all need to bring something on the store, Bob, because they got some stories to tell. I said, I can't believe it, But she said, we do it all the time. She said, it's so embarrassing, but people try to run this game on, on these hustles.
Bro,
I don't know why we so hustle hard, Bob. I don't know why we don't want. Like you're a pastor, you're a bishop. I don't know, man. I don't know why we got to go through hell before we realize we wrong.
I feel you, brother.
What's up, man?
All right, though, man. I don't want to eat up all your time, though, man. It's nice to talk to y'all. I see y'all still running.
Oh yeah.
I gotta find the chat, though. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out, though.
Okay,
all
brother.
Right, man. Hey, we appreciate the call. Good to hear from you.
All right, bro.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks.
There you have it. Yeah.
James.
Oh Lord.
I'm not gonna say what Florida said.
Yeah.
I think somebody's already said it.
He already did. GKP.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. 901-213-6020 is the number to call. And you have any comments on our topic today? Well, we had several things we're talking about the food stamp. Yeah. 700,000 people about to be cut off.
And we never played the story.
We're going to play the story. That's a lot of people. 700,000 people?
And I think it might have been more than that, actually.
That's just the number, the lower number, I guess.
Yeah.
But roughly 700,000 plus people are about to lose their food because of others that are probably out there using it and using it the wrong way. They're abusing it, and so therefore,
should that be the case? So, because I understand, like I said, this is the thing what President Trump's initiated. He's been talking about this for a while, and now it's actually coming to fruition.
Yeah.
with the work requirements and things like that. But I'm going to play the story.
Yeah.
And it'll explain something. We'll come back and talk about that and some more stuff.
Yes, 901-213-6020 is the number to call. Or you can hit us up on Facebook or listen to us on Spreaker app, SPREAKER. It's a free download. And search Talk Back Live. Take a listen to this.
Feeding yourself and your family can be tough, and it may have just gotten harder. The Trump administration announced today it is rolling out tighter work requirements for those on food stamps. News Channel 5's Kelsey Gibbs talked with one organization that says these changes put lives at risk.
It's like fishing. You got to have patience. That's the one thing you got to have selling newspapers, patience.
For more than a decade, Anthony Gunter has been on this corner selling papers. Every now and then, he even writes a story. But his personal story changed 7 years ago.
I had a back surgery and I wasn't able to work anymore. And if it wasn't for the food stamps and papers, as a contributor, I don't know how I would make it.
Gunter is one of more than 900,000 people in the state that benefits, once known as food stamps.
Help a vet, my man, $2 one paper.
But this week, the Trump administration is tightening work requirements for SNAP for adults between the ages 18 and 49 without children or disabilities. They must now work at least 20 hours a week to keep their benefits.
If you got a job, you don't need food stamps. But if you're only working part-time like a college kid, you can only work 10 hours a week for pocket money. They need them.
This could push almost 700,000 people from the while saving the country $5.5 billion over 5 years. There are 93,000 Tennesseans who could be at risk of losing their benefits under the changes.
It is a concern, and we could face issues. Individuals who are struggling to find a job, who can't get enough hours to work, will face issues with accessing food.
The Tennessee Justice Center advocates on the importance of nutrition for families across the state. Signe Anderson says this move is a step backwards.
What this will do will take away a food resource for people who might already be struggling to find a job.
Kelsey Gibbs, News Channel 5.
All right, there you have it. And what do you think, folks? I mean, people that are on food stamps are, one of the guys said here, he said, if you got a job, you don't need food stamps. No, I disagree with that. Mm-hmm. If you have a job, it's government assistance. It assists you. It don't take care of you. It assists you. If you're doing something and you need some help, then another person would come over and assist you. They wouldn't come over and do it for you. They would come over and work together and assist you to take that tire off or to throw that bale or throw that whatever.
Yeah.
They would assist you in whatever you're doing. And this is what the federal government is doing here as far as the food stamp program. It was to assist. It was to come in and help you get over the hump until you're able to do a little bit better and then be taken off the program. But other people, no. People would lie and tell the government, I guess, well, I make this and don't make that and all this kind of stuff. And then, but they don't find out, but they know people are lying. So here we end up in the program where we are today. Mm-hmm. What this program is doing today is taking approximately over 700,000 people off of the food stamp program. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Because really, to me, I think there are people that are really hurting out there.
Yeah.
That are going to be taken off the program, and it's really going to hurt them. There's a lot of other people out there that are on the SNAP or food stamp benefit, whatever program it is, and they have been taking advantage of the program. And this is where we are today because people are dishonest.
Well, here's the thing.
And other people get punished.
I get that.
Because
I do.
Of it, yeah.
I get it. But, my thing is, why punish the majority for a few people? And
well,
plus,
is it really the majority? Or is the majority of people lying about the food stamp program?
Well, I don't think it's the majority.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a huge misnomer how many people are faking with the food stamp. Matter of fact, I think, it's just my opinion, but I think it's been a talking point that's been used by certain politicians to overemphasize the need to make these work requirements because they don't want to give people money anyway.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, do they want these people that are struggling now to keep struggling? Because what good is it going to do? Think about it. You're helping the people that are struggling to work their way up into hopefully a better position with food.
But what
that's
about,
what it. Now I know that's what it's supposed to be for.
Right.
But if you snatch that away because there's a few people out here cheating the system, then now you're adding to the poverty. And what's that going to do? That's going to turn more people to crime because they see the lack of help that's coming in. Now, I'm not saying this is an excuse,
right,
but that's usually what ends up happening.
Yeah.
If you push people further away from money, they've honestly been trying to get a job. Now they can't even rely on the food stamps that they have been using to at least help them get along to a degree.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? So
well,
I feel like
they're probably resort to stealing and all that other, but that's not.
You're hurting yourself. Like, why do you want the country to be that way?
Then they're hurting their kids, and they, because if they get caught, then they're going to go to jail.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, if you're the leader of the country, why would you want that to happen?
Yeah.
Like you're hurting. I'm not just saying those people.
But by doing this, would this make more people go to work? Some people just don't want to go to work. Some people will sit by and say, "Hey, I'll live in the what did they call it? They used to call it the projects. I don't know what they call the housing today. They give you what? They give you money to go and rent a house or whatever the case they may be. But people will sit back on that and receive their food stamps. They lie on the program, the papers, or online, or however they do it. A lot of people just lie. And so, therefore, the people that are innocent suffer the greatest in this thing, because people that don't need to be there are there and they're hindering everybody else. 901-213-6020. And, if you have information concerning the SNAP benefits, what does SNAP stand for?
Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program.
Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program. SNAP. Well, some people are snapping, and they're going crazy because of, they don't get food stamps, and some of them, they're going to
end up making people snap and take it away.
I mean, there are people that are getting food stamps that don't need it, and then they're just, then they're snapping. Is it making people more lazy today by, all of these programs and assistance and things like that? That's something that, the church should be doing. And the apostles, even in the book of Acts, it talks about that. They said, it was not meet or proper that they leave the word of God and serve tables. Talking about the apostles, they need to be out preaching. It's not meet, they said, for us to lead the word of God and serve tables. He said, but look ye out among you, find what? Among you, Christians, seven men of honest report, full of the Holy Ghost and wisdom, that we may appoint over this business. You see? And so, they the church gave in abundance those that were in need so that, it could be spread out for those that were in need. But we don't do that anymore today for some reason. And we have some organizations, whether it be i.e. church or nonprofit organizations or whoever you are, they just have their own program among themselves, because they want to get all of the glory, all of the praise. And so therefore, they don't want to join in with everybody else. Can you imagine what it would be like in this city if I don't know, some people say there's 4,000 black churches in Memphis. That's a lot of churches, folks.
Yeah.
4,000? And I've ridden so far in some places around town, and I've counted the churches, and on a 6-block street, on a street for 6 block road for about 6 blocks.
Yeah.
Man, I counted, oh my goodness, probably about 18 churches. I said, this is ridiculous. And none of them are doing it. And all of the doors are closed.
Yeah.
Nobody's trying to do like they did in the book of Acts. You know, so look out among you 7 men or however people you need, the Holy Ghost and wisdom that we may appoint them over that business so that they can help the need of the people in the community. Don't do that anymore. We need to go back to that. Well, we need to build a new steeple on the church. We need new carpeting. Every month we change and get new carpeting. We need for this. We need for that. We need for this. You know, and they forget about the need of the community. That's what the church is for. That's what it's for. And some businesses, nonprofit organizations say, hey, we don't want to feed the hungry. We're not in business for that. But they want you to bring them your money. Oh, 901-213-6020. And what do you think, folks? Food stamps, over 700,000 people are going to be cut off of food stamps. Is that a disaster? What's going to happen? When you get all of these people, a lot of people have already been taken off food stamp program. Government assistance, we call it. What's going to happen when you get almost another 700,000 plus or a million people that are coming off of food stamps? You know, somebody's going to start killing. I mean, we already have, Memphis is ridiculous. I mean, every time you turn around, there's a shooting. There's a shooting going on. And when you talk about the food stamp program and the government assistance, it's not only just black people. There are probably more white people on government assistance than there are black. It used to be the case.
Yeah, I think it still is.
Yeah. So, but you know, the point is, what do we do? Do we now train our young people up in the way they should go? How to get employment, send them to school that they'll be able to learn, and you have some young people and teenagers that skip school, and parents don't even care, but then they end up and grow up, and here we are, in line waiting for the food stamp. Some people would rather go and wait in line for their SNAP benefits rather than wait in line and go to school. Yeah. Well, getting something free, it's free, man. It's free. Getting the loaner sauces. And James said, what did James say? Ribeye. Yeah. And potatoes, man. And,
ribeye is pretty different than bologna.
It's a lot different than bologna. But anyway. All right. Let's move on. In other news, take a break, Josh?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Let's take a break now, and when we come back, folks, we've got a topic. Wow. You don't want to miss this one. Man, I ain't heard this one in a long time. And it's back. Yes. We're going to talk about it when we come back from the break. You don't want to miss this one. Stick around. You're listening. Excuse me. You're listening to Talk Back Live with Bob
and Josh.
And it is now 9:02. That's what it is. 9:02. 2 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock. Wait a minute. 8:52, that is. 8:52. 52 minutes past Central Time. And a very pleasant good morning to you on a Thursday morning. We'll be back after this.
talking about current events and topics that matter.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with Tennessee Highway Patrol. Pedestrian safety is a two-way street. Both drivers and walkers need to do their part to keep roads safe. When you're walking, remember, the drivers may not always see you, so remember to use these tips to continue to walk safely. Wear bright clothes. Always use crosswalks and obey signs. Lights and reflectors should be used. And finally, keep alert and do not walk distracted. This message brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Patrol.
CJ Used Appliances, located at 3530 Jackson Avenue here in Memphis, Tennessee. Call them at 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances have the best prices in town. Sales and service, heating and air. Also the best appliances you'll find anywhere in the Mid-South. Refrigerators, microwave stoves, washers and dryers, deep freezers, dishwashers, whatever you need in used appliances. And folks, I'm telling you, they're the best used appliances anywhere you'll find. That's CJ Used Appliances, 3530 Jackson Avenue. All appliances come with warranty. You can call them at 901-487-7882. Again, 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances.
Graphics Printing, located at 890 East Range Road in Memphis, a complete print shop for all your printing needs. They do it all: color copies, resumes, funeral programs, rubber stamps, full-color business cards, wedding and graduation invitations, and more. 30-plus years of quality work and service. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., located at 890 East Range Road in Memphis, Tennessee, 901-345-9294. Graphics Printing.
C&S Motors Auto Sales, located at 2508 Summer Avenue here in Memphis, Tennessee. Call them at 901-323-8778. C&S Motors Auto Sales has been around since 1984. Go by and see Chris today for some of the best pre-owned and used vehicles in the city. They have SUVs, minivans, cars, trucks, whatever you're looking for in pre-owned used vehicles. Hey, you can find it right there at C&S Motors Auto Sales. See Chris since 1984. They will treat you right. Call them at 901-323-8778. That's 901-323-8778. 2508 Summer Avenue, C&S Motors Auto Sales.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with the Tennessee Highway Patrol, here to explain the Tennessee Hands-Free Law, which is a new state law effective July 1st, 2019. In Public Chapter 412, it makes it illegal for a driver to hold a cell phone or a mobile device with any part of their body, to write, send, or read any text-based communication, to reach for a cell phone or mobile device in a manner that requires the driver to no longer be in a seated driving position or properly restrained by a seatbelt, to watch a video or a movie on a cell phone or a mobile device, and to record or broadcast video on a cell phone or mobile device. So, can I still talk on my cell phone while driving? Yes. A driver is permitted to use an earpiece, headphone device, or a device worn on a wrist to conduct a voice-based communication. The driver may use one button on a cell phone or mobile device to initiate or terminate voice communication, and voice-based communication may also be used to send a text message. Learn more at handsfreetn.com.
You're listening to Talk Back Live with Bob and Josh. Talking about current events and topics that matter. Call in now. 901-213-6020. 901-213-6020. Now, here's Bob and Josh.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with the Tennessee Highway Patrol. Pedestrian safety is a two-way street.
7 minutes past
Both
the hour, 8 o'clock
walkers.
Central Time, and a very pleasant good morning to you on a Thursday morning. And starting your day off at 45 degrees, partly cloudy skies, a beautiful day to start your day on a Thursday. Yes. Thanks for your comments so far and your phone calls. Phone lines are open, 901-213-6020. And before we get to our next topic, Terry
Yeah.
has come in. Welcome back, Terry. It's been a while since I've seen you back on the show. Terry says, black people are credit card fraud. That's what he calls black people.
Also, Terry had quite a bit to call black people for some reason.
And what else did he call us?
Black people are credit card fraud, food stamp hustlers.
Food stamp hustlers. That's what Terry said.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Terry also said Negroes use their kids to eat off of the system.
Negroes use their kids to eat off the system. It's Negroes. It's you people.
They've been doing this for years.
They have been
doing this.
They have been doing this.
Nothing new.
Nothing new. Now, that's what Terry said.
Yes. Word for word.
Thank you, Terry, for your comments. And Terry is black.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Leon says, so are whites. Now, I mean, Leon, you have to take that up with Terry. I didn't say that. But anyway, Terry said, black people are credit card fraud, food stamp hustlers, Negroes, and Negroes use their kids to eat off the system. They've been doing this. Nothing new. Negroes been doing this. Nothing new. 901-213-6020. Terry's rough this morning.
Unprovoked attack.
Yes.
From Terry. So, I don't know.
Well, is it true? That's what Terry says. What do you think, folks? All right. In other news, Josh?
Yes.
George Zimmerman. You remember him?
Yes.
Do you remember George Zimmerman, folks? He's back. He's back in the news again. Yes. And not for the reason you would probably think.
Yeah.
George Zimmerman is what? Suing Trayvon Martin's family for $100 million. He said because they produced a fake witness in trial in the court. What? He's suing the family for $100 million? Do you remember what George Zimmerman did?
And he didn't, he didn't lie about it. The only thing I think he lied about was the self-defense situation. But he said he shot and killed him.
Yeah. But it wasn't self-defense.
No.
A little kid, Trayvon Martin, he had some candy or something with it, probably trying to get away from Zimmerman, going on his way home. But Zimmerman shoots and kills him. But he was afraid. This is what most people use. He was afraid for his life. You remember the story. Josh, what's going on with this?
So Zimmerman says he wants $100 million from Trayvon's family. And I think, personally, one of, if not the most despicable things that I've seen. It really is, man. You talk about somebody that I am surprised is still even walking this earth, because you have to think about all the people that couldn't stand, him and everything. I just don't understand how he can get up there and do this. So here's my thought. It's so many things, because it when I posted it yesterday on Facebook, it made a lot of people upset even seeing the story.
Call from
James.
James, welcome to the show. Good morning on a Thursday. Welcome back.
Hey, what's up, man? No, that particular story, man, I got a little, interest and research on that story right there, right?
Okay.
On Trayvon, what he did wrong, right? Okay, you got this grown man chasing this child, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he was right to run away, right? This grown man chasing his child, but where he made his mistake is when he got home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is he went back at him. He said, okay, I'm home. I'm finna go back out here and whoop his ass. See, he shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't. No, I'm saying, as black men or black people, you know how we are. We like, okay, we get home. We like, okay, this dude coming at me sideways. He don't know who he's dealing with. And Trayvon, he was right, but see, he shouldn't have done that.
Okay.
And then he got killed,
Okay.
and it was painted like he was the aggressor.
Okay, yeah.
True.
So what do you think? Was he the aggressor?
Yeah, he was. That's what I'm saying, Bob. I'm saying, like, he was right to run from him at first, but when he got home, I guess he started, he got home. He was like, okay, I ain't no punk. I ain't running from these. He went back and he done that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, because they did fight.
Yeah, so,
yeah.
I mean, now, George painted it like he was a victim, but George started all of that.
Okay.
And now he's trying to get a bag with this lawsuit, and all that. And I don't know how that's going to play out, but I'm just saying, we got to teach our kids and whatever, our young boys, we can't do that because, yeah, we can whoop them up. Yeah, we can send them, we can do that, but we can't be the aggressor. That's what I'm saying. So
Okay.
it's a sad story, man, and George just trying to get a bag, so, and he might get it. I'm saying, I'm looking at the story, he might get it.
You think he could?
You think he could win
this?
I don't see how he could.
If he get in the right courtroom, man, and the right judge, yeah. Because it is defamation. I'm saying, like, to be honest, you can't be calling him a murderer, and you can't do that because from the court of law, he was found not guilty. So you can't be getting on, on Instagram or Facebook or at a conference saying my son got murdered because.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. And George trying to get it back.
It was proven that, no matter what the verdict was, he did kill him. Even Zimmerman said he did, but he's saying he did it in self-defense.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm saying if you say he killed him, if you say, okay, he killed my son, you're right. But if you say he a murderer, legally, that's defamation.
Okay, self-defense. If you say self-defense, here's my question. How old was George Zimmerman?
I don't know how old George. I can find out. I don't know how old he is.
I think 50.
He's an older guy, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
How old was Trayvon Martin?
I don't even think he even 18. I don't even know. I
He
think
wasn't even that old. No.
So he was a child. He's a. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna find out right now.
Was he about 13 or 14?
Something like
that.
No,
he wasn't that deep. I hope not.
Let me double check.
I hope not, Bob.
Yeah, because if he was
if they're gonna call a 13-year-old boy a man, come on, bro.
Yeah, but if he was that young, then I don't see where he could scream self-defense in a situation to where a grown man is he was following this little child. From what they say, from what I remember, it was like he was a little child.
He was born in 1995. He died in 2012.
Okay.
He was 17 years old.
17. Okay.
Which would mean he's a child.
Yeah.
And they, you know how the lawyers and Fox News and the racists and the white supremacists, they, for whatever reason, they said he was a man. No, like I said, man, look, I understand what he did. I understand him. I understand what he did, but he should not. I don't think his daddy was home, somebody should have stopped him from going back out there. He shouldn't. Then, like I said, they put him as the aggressor, even though he did the right thing. Because like the dude was following him, messing with him. He got home. Okay, I'm home. okay, who's this punk that's trying to, think he can run me off the block or run me up the street? I'm finna let him know what's up.
Right.
Yeah, and that's where he messed up. Because I'm talking about from a legal standpoint, you can't do that. Because then you are the aggressor, and then legally he can shoot you and get away with it.
Okay, George at the time was 28 years old, and he was fighting a 17-year-old, some people would say kid, but he was a teenager. I mean, you look at teenagers today at 15, 16, 17 years old, man, they didn't, and even back then, some of them didn't look like teenagers, so looked like grown men.
If Trayvon would have been a girl, a woman, not no woman, 17, that's a girl. If he had been a girl, you got a 28-year-old man running behind a girl. Come on, man. She running the house.
Well,
there's no way he could have explained that. There would have been, he was wrong. But see, because he a black dude, because he a black man, they painted him as the villain.
Well,
even though he really didn't do nothing wrong.
Yeah. Well, Frankie on Facebook says, Josh, read that what she says.
I'm trying to pull it up here. I can't get it on my laptop.
Okay. Frankie says, I have never read or heard that Trayvon made it home and then went back to confront that piece of trash.
Yeah, he did. He did make it home, and he doubled back. He home, and just like you guys or me, he got home and he was like, okay, this dude's still out here. I'm finna go, find out what's going on. Mm-hmm. And then, he got to him or whatever. He got into him. He was finna whoop him, but he was armed. He was losing the fight, and just like a punk, he pulled out a gun and shot him. At the last.
Yeah, James, I kind of, I don't know. I may be wrong, but from my recollection, I don't remember Trayvon even making it home.
I think what happened, it was right before.
He was right at his place.
He was close. Like, he was, walking distance from his place before he was confronted by Zimmerman, and the whole thing went down the way it did.
Now, that's what I remember. I may be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I may be wrong, but he is now seeking $100 million from the Trayvon Martin family, and not even thinking about him killing the child and that type of thing. And now he's concerned about suing for $100 million. That's to me, that's low down to me.
Incredibly.
Well, you know what, Bob? That's what killed me about this social media, right? This Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah.
All these black men, too. I'm talking about black men. All these black men they got these tattoos, these fades, and they always on there talking about they tough and they gangbangers and they real and, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But they ain't touched George Zimmerman.
I'm glad you brought that up. That was one thing when I posted on it yesterday I was going to get to, is I don't understand. Mm-hmm. I don't wish death on anybody, but you think about as many people that came out and said, oh, he ain't going to make it this far, he ain't going to make it that far. It's been years since the Trayvon Martin thing has happened. You know how much black-on-black shootings we've had since then? You got all these thugs and fake folks everywhere saying they're going to do this and that. Spend more time shooting each other. And a punk like this has been constantly making celebrity off the fact that he killed Trayvon Martin. Not just this situation, but the stupid celebrity boxing match he was trying to have with somebody some years ago. From the constant crap he gets into on a regular basis with abusing a former girlfriend of his, with this violent tendencies that he seems to show on a consistent basis, but for some reason couldn't get convicted, even though of everything that happened in the Trayvon situation. This guy is it's scum. He's the worst type of human being to me. And then to have the nerve to come out and try to sue the family, you insert yourself back into the situation that got you in the spotlight in the first place, and I'm pretty sure it's probably on purpose.
Josh, you can look at Memphis crime right now. It's somebody finna do about 15 to 20 over some nonsense, right?
Yep.
Some ignorant, just madness, right?
Stupid stuff. Yeah.
They finna do a bid. Like I'm saying, these people always talking about beat their chest. They own social media. Beat. I'm this. I'm that. I'm this. I'm that. I'm this. And I'm just saying from a larger perspective, like the black community, all of us, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't they do time all the time? They catch charges all the time. They kill each other all the time. Nobody touches this guy. So I be like, these dudes ain't nothing but punks, man. All they do is wolf it up and talk about killing each other. They don't want to. They're not gonna touch somebody out here like that, though. And that pisses me off about the when I see that stuff. When I see them on there doing that, I be like, man, these dudes are cowards and punks.
Yeah.
And I hope they put them in prison for the rest of their lives. And I don't have no sympathy for them because I'm like, why are you gonna kill each other? That dude like this George Zimmerman dude. Ain't nobody touched him, and don't tell me about, okay, well, I got to do a bid. You do bids all the time. And I'm talking about these gangbangers.
Yeah.
That's what you do, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to say look, I'm not trying to justify wrong.
Yeah.
I just hate that black people, the way we our anger is always aimed at each other all the time. I just get tired of that. Like, man, come on.
Yeah.
I promise.
Well, we have one that says, only thing that Punk needs is 100 million knots up beside his head.
Well, but look, from a legal perspective, I'm being for real.
Yeah.
Legally, he has a case because you cannot call a man a murderer. I'm sorry. He went to court. He's not a murderer. If you say he killed my son, you're legally correct. If you're standing around saying he murdered my son, that's defamation. He has a legal case.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. So, I mean, you could say that. He probably been advised, he probably been contacted by lawyers who want to take the case.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't do that. I'm saying we also, as black people, we got to know the law, too. We just can't do anything and say anything because we expose ourselves to people like him who are going to, manipulate the law for their benefit.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. But I wish one of these so-called tough guys who do crime all the time, got tattoos on their face, who talk about how they real and they keep it real and they thugs and they bang and I ball. Go after him, man. Leave us alone. That's all I'm saying.
You're talking about the blacks that commit crime on black instead of killing our own. Look for him and try to do something to him if you're bad rather than killing your own people off.
Yeah, like they go shoot up, it could be a park, and some little girl on a swing, they go and kill her, and now they finna do 30 years for her. It's like, bruh, go after him. Do something. You're going to do a bid anyhow. Go after him. Do something. If you're going to do the bid, go get a real target. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm saying, I see them on Instagram. I'm talking about, like, the Game, the rappers, the Game, 50 Cent, all these rappers who be claiming they tough guys. I'm saying, Kanye West want to get the guy in Chicago, the criminal, who been in jail forever. Mm-hmm. He want to get him out of jail. I'm looking at all these Instagram. Oh, he finna get Meech, Big Meech. He finna get Big Meech out. Yeah. I'm like, Big Meech? Why? Get him out for what? Mm-hmm. He belongs in jail. Oh, he finna get. I'm like, what's up with us? Why we caping for these criminals? And then you got dudes like George Zimmerman that's talking crazy, sideways, killing us, and none of these so-called tough guys. I'm not talking about the guys who ain't claiming. I'm not talking about regular people. I'm talking about the guys who claiming they tough and they got tattoos on their face and they killers. Okay, well, go after him then. That's all I'm saying. They never do, though.
Got you. Okay.
All right, bro.
James, we appreciate the call.
Good stuff, man.
All right, 901-213-6020. Josh, Jet says, you see what Jet says?
I'm gonna refresh my laptop because I do have I see 3,
okay,
or 4. I see. Oh yeah, the latest about watching the trial.
Yeah.
He says I watched the trial. I didn't hear that part. I definitely could be wrong though, and I think he's referencing what just talking about as far as where the fight happened with Trayvon and Zimmerman.
Right. Kelly said the caller makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, and we're always arguing and fussing about people doing the black race wrong, and then we turn around and black people have the highest murder rate on each other than any race of people, probably. Black on black crime. You hear it all the time. And some people say, well, it's crime in the white community. Come on, folks. Let's face reality. There's a lot more black on black crime in the black community than anything else that's going on. We need to wake up and smell the roses. Yes, there's crime in the white community, but it's nothing like the crime in the black community. Black people have to run from each other. Get in before the sun go down. Buy all kinds of new type of locks to put on your house and your gate and everything else, and trying to keep people away from you and all that kind of stuff. Turn your lights out in the house at night so that people riding by won't see that, somebody's in the house, shoot through your windows and all that kind of junk that some people face in the city of Memphis. And 9 times out of 10 in the black community, they're not expecting a white guy to ride by and do a drive-by shooting in their neighborhood. They're not expecting that.
Yeah.
They're expecting and afraid of a black guy or gang members riding and shooting up each other in their own communities. Black people. Afraid of the white people shooting up the black community? Not at all. But yet we want to try to be in denial. Now, there's no black on black crime. It's not as bad. Crime is in the white. I didn't say there wasn't crime in the white community. We have it worse in the black community, killing off each other for a lot of times for no reason.
For nothing.
Just stupidity. We need to talk to God. We need to pray. Pray. That's what it means. Talk to God about these situations. Pray over the atmosphere over the city of Memphis.
Prayer works.
A lot of people now, Christians, are concerned about giving out the grocery bags for Christmas rather than praying over the city. And I'm not trying to belittle the programming and the things that you're doing for the community. It's fine. I love it. But we must not forget to talk to God. If my people, God said, which are called by my name, will humble themselves, realize, bow down and realize that they need to talk to God. Will humble themselves and pray. Seek my face, turn their wicked ways. He said, then will they hear from heaven. And he said, God said, I will forgive their sins and I will heal the land. What is the land? The things that are going on, the murders, the killing, the hunger, all the other things that are going on in the community.
Call from. To accept, press 1.
Welcome to the show. Good morning on a Thursday.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, hear you very well. Thanks for calling. Who are you?
Yes.
First name. What's your first name?
I am Sharon.
Sherrod?
Yes.
Okay, thanks for calling. What do you want to talk about?
I'm watching you now on Facebook.
Okay, good.
And I just kind of want to, jump in on what he's talking about. I didn't see the trial, but I do agree with what he's saying. First of all, we have to start to think about what we're doing, how we're doing it, and we have to change our thoughts. I mean, I understand he says to pray on it, but we have been praying for years.
Well, let me say this. We've been praying. People say, oh, yeah, we've been praying. A lot of people have not been praying. When we're talking about really praying, we're talking about talking to God. we're talking about situations and things. A lot of people hadn't been praying. They've been doing other things, but they hadn't been praying. I guarantee you, if we pray according to the way God tells us to pray, bind the principalities and powers of the air and the wickedness in our city, and humble ourselves before God and talk to God, and we have power over all the power of the devil, and nothing shall by any means. If we approach it from that perspective, we would see a change in our city. A lot of us, but a lot of churches don't. They want to do their own thing in their own corner, and so they can get the praise for themselves. And not only churches, but other nonprofit organizations and people as well. They want to do it separately. But can you imagine when people come together in the unity of the power of God can change things when we come together and really talk to God together?
And that's true. You are so right. Praying, bringing us together, communicating, talking, that's all what we need to do. But the most important thing that we need to really do is to support each other. We cannot make our communities better unless we are putting more money into our community. We will never bring our communities up until we start looking at them and saying, let's go in. Let's start with one block, and let's go through that block, and let's work with the people, making our communities look better, clean them up. We can do more than we're doing instead of just consistently talking about it. Go out, help each other.
Okay.
We can sit here and talk all we want to, but it's something that we have done with our nonprofit community in Washington State.
Can you turn your other device down there? As I'm getting some feedback. I'm hearing the echo, in the background there.
Okay. You know, I think that we need to start to go in our community. I work with an organization called Do It All in the Mall. We take money that you guys shop on our website.
Oh, what's the name of the organization?
It's called Do It All in the Mall. We are a shopping mall. We're like affiliate mall.
Okay.
But instead of putting the money back into our pocket, we take the money from that website and we go back into the community, buy boots for the kids, feed the homeless. Even we're beginning to house the homeless. Okay, working with people that have homes, that have extra rooms. I know we're all scared of homeless people. We all, aren't comfortable. But some of them are out there because there's no other choice. It doesn't mean that they're bad people. Let's work with our black people, get them off the street, find people that have extra rooms, see if we can get them housed, get them to do work for the people that they're living in their homes.
Okay.
Instead of just consistently talking and complaining, let's get out there and help our people.
Okay,
because
now
we are a large.
Now here's the thing.
We are.
And I agree with what you're saying. Let me ask you this: do you cooperate with other organizations, nonprofit organizations, another church or another nonprofit organization like yourself? Do you cooperate with them and try to work together with other people, or you just do this on your own?
No, we are ladies, and we just kind of got tired of hearing us complain about our lives that matter. So we are mostly retired black women that we work together, and we just try to do what we can do. Okay. And what we are learning is, of course, people look at our website and they're like, okay, it's an affiliate. Yes, but they don't read it. They don't read and look at what we're doing. Okay. We are not putting money in our pockets. We're retired. We're business people. We don't work 60, 70 years because we're older women.
Right.
So we don't need that money. We don't need that money from the website. Our people need it. Right. Our community needs it. And two, it's like, we have older people who worked on websites. So they'll design you a website for $20. They'll design you a logo for $20 because we know black people can't afford those $1,000 bills.
Yeah.
We're retired. We've done this work. Let's pay it back to our people who need to continue our journey.
Well, I tell you what, we appreciate what you're doing, and it sounds like you're doing a great job there. Older women doing things in the community and, doing the best you can. But we really appreciate that. And I've never heard of you before.
And where are you from, if you could say? What city?
We're in Washington State. We're out here by Seattle.
Okay.
And I did send you a text message letting you know I do want to talk to you further because, yes, we do have people that we work with in Tennessee, New York, Georgia, but we need more people to understand what we are doing because we are older. We done learned so much in this new technology world that we do need to reach out to people like you to help get the word out.
Okay.
Because we can. We see people shopping. We see people calling, asking. We just bought a couple homeless people bus passes. One guy, he just got a job, praise the Lord, at UPS. Okay.
Okay.
We are very happy. We are doing little things and we would like to do more. But at least we are doing, we see that we are doing something. And that's what is important and exciting. We've housed a family. We've got them into a house. We're getting ready to hopefully house another gentleman hopefully before the end of this month. We would like to get him out of the cold.
Okay.
And he already works, but of course he's living, at the mission. Sometimes he's on the street, but this man go to work every day. And so we have to find him a place to live.
Well, we appreciate you calling our show this morning. You from Seattle, Washington?
Yes, we're way out here.
Yeah,
awesome.
West Coast, okay.
Yeah. Shout out.
But appreciate you calling our show, and we would like to stay in contact to get a hold of us.
Yeah, I texted you and said to reach out to me on Facebook because I enjoy what you're doing. I think you have the voice and people are going to listen to you. So, yes, I would love to communicate with you and work with you and getting what we're doing because, like I said, I think we got to get us to focus back on our community. Yes, I mean, we have issues with the police department, yes, but you are 100% right. Quit covering up and thinking that it's every other race. Focus on our race. We do kill each other more than any other race. We also hurt each other more than any other race.
That's true.
We also pretend that we don't see each other in any other race. So we need to start to look at us.
Okay.
Seriously, look at us, look at our churches, look how we treat each other in our churches, look how our churches are operating compared to how they operate today. Now, I can say this because I'm a pastor's child, okay? So I see the difference and the respect and how we walked in the church, what we wore. Now, let me tell you, all these other people can think that wearing a pair of jeans in the house of the Lord is correct, but let me tell you, that is not how we were raised.
Okay.
If you can get up Monday morning and put a suit on for your job, you better get up on Sunday morning and put a suit on for the Lord.
Yes. Okay.
I thank you.
Yes.
I thank you. You guys have a wonderful day.
And thanks for the call. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. All right.
Nice.
Call from Seattle, Washington.
Yes, sir. Add that to the list of states.
Yes.
That have called the show.
Now
that's pretty cool.
What about George Zimmerman, lady?
Yeah.
GKP.
I knew it.
There's some other comments. Okay. Terry makes another comment. You see it there?
Yeah, let me pull it back
read
up.
Terry's comment, what he's got there.
Terry says, come on, phone. Negroes, oh Lord, here we go. Negroes will kill each other and do 50-year bids after they killed some kids on the playground, shooting at rival gang members or over drug deals gone bad. But they will not touch a white man that is killing their family members because they are scared of white folks. Facts. Negroes are coons.
Oh,
says Terry. Good Lord.
Oh, Terry. Negroes are coons.
I see. And now Terry's continues to go in. Just now, new comment just popped up.
Okay.
Says Negroes want to pray over George Zimmerman and hug him and kiss him and bake him a cake. He is not black, so he will not ever be harmed by a black person.
Wow.
Sheesh.
All right, 901-213-6020. And
y'all want to respond to that, please do.
Yes, it is, 9:33. We got just a few minutes left here in the show that you can. There's several you can respond to that. What do you think? And what do you think about the call from Seattle, Washington as well? Amongst the others, some of the other cities that do call our show or that listen to us, yes.
Jay said, no thanks for the call.
What do you mean, Jay? What do you mean, Jay?
He got sick of the lady, it seemed like. Oh man.
Oh, Jay? All right, 901-213-6020. And talking about George Zimmerman. In Trayvon Martin's situation, George Zimmerman is suing Trayvon Martin's family for $100 million. I wonder where he came up with that figure.
I don't know. I mean, that figure is insane.
I mean, $100 million.
What he's trying to say is, because and actually, again, because we got so caught up in the conversation, and that's a good thing. We have the clip here, which includes his lawyer talking.
Okay.
And their reasoning behind the lawsuit.
Okay, let's take a listen to the clip, and you get to hear it for the first time. We finally get to hear from it. We've had people
But it's been good conversation.
Good conversation. Yeah. We appreciate that. But now, we're going to play the clip where you can hear about this situation, George Zimmerman. Take a listen. You have it ready?
Yes.
Okay. Take a listen to this. We'll be back. 901-213-6020. Take a listen.
George Zimmerman shooting and killing an unarmed teenager. He was found not guilty of murder. Now Zimmerman is suing Trayvon Martin's family for $100 million.
Zimmerman says Trayvon's family knew about a fake witness.
Fox 35's Valerie Boy is live covering this story. Valerie, a bombshell today.
Hey there, Charles. Well, George Zimmerman told me today that his team knew about that fake witness during the trial, but they did not have the resources to investigate it. We talked to his attorney in South Florida.
There was a fake witness that was presented, and the defendants knew that or had reason to know that and did it anyway because we were engaged in a race war at the time.
Rachel Chantel was known as the star witness in the case against George Zimmerman back in 2013. She claimed to be on the phone with her boyfriend Trayvon Martin at the time of his death, but now a new book by author Joel Gilbert calls it a hoax, saying Chantel was a fake witness.
Trayvon did.
Attorney Larry Klayman filed this lawsuit on behalf of George Zimmerman, suing Martin's parents, attorneys, and Chantel. He says Gilbert investigated and found proof that it was Chantel's half-sister, Brittany Diamond Eugene, who was Martin's real girlfriend and on the phone with him that night.
He went through text messages, he went through emails, he went through all the court records, he interviewed witnesses. It's really airtight. And in fact, Rachel Chantel at one time, it was overlooked, actually admitted she didn't know anything.
Today, the Dream defenders filed a complaint against Klayman, calling the lawsuit frivolous. They say he leaked the personal addresses of each defendant in prosecutors in the case. Attorney Natalie Jackson represented the Martin family during the case. She calls the lawsuit a publicity stunt.
And Zimmerman knows that she's not a fake witness. Once again, this is just to put himself back in the spotlight. And I'm so glad that the Dream defenders did file a bar complaint against him. It's really a matter of life and death.
We certainly presumed that she was who she said she was.
Attorney Mark O'Mara represented Zimmerman during the trial.
It's intriguing to me as a lawyer, and it would be disgusting to me as a lawyer if it were true. But the if it were true is huge. As to Miss Gentile, the way she came to us as a state witness was sort of unique, almost a little bizarre.
He says there are discrepancies in her age and handwriting. We asked Klayman why Zimmerman was suing since he was acquitted of murder.
He doesn't have a peaceful life. He's been destroyed emotionally, physically, financially, and he believes in justice, and he continues to this day to be defamed.
And Tracy Martin didn't want to comment on the case. Ben Crump released a statement calling this lawsuit frivolous and reckless. And meanwhile, Zimmerman says a press conference will be held tomorrow at noon. Live in Orlando, Valerie Boy, Fox 35 News.
Critics are raving about.
All right, there you have it. And 901. I tell you what, we have someone on the line now. Let's go to the phone lines. And welcome to the show. Jay, welcome to the show. Good morning on a Thursday.
GKP.
Y'all already know who it is. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good
What's
morning.
happening?
Wow, can we get back to the subject? I mean, y'all all the way over on the West Coast, feeding the needy, and stuff like that.
Come on, Jay.
We talking about George Zimmerman, man. Bob, I'm a little appalled that you on the temple. Whoa.
Yeah.
Stick to the subject. You get a little soft-hearted when you get a lady on the phone. You get a promo and send an email, and y'all gonna work together with the blankets and all. That's all good. We're talking about George Zimmerman, man. Let's get to the point.
All right, let's get okay, go ahead. Talk about George.
First off, let me shout out to the return of damn James. You can't say it, but I can. James is one of the realest brothers I ever known, and I don't even know him. Listen, I don't even know him, but he's one of the realest brothers I know that I don't know. Okay, let me get to this. Now, James was exactly right when he talked about the fact that what George Zimmerman is doing is what he's been doing since he beat this case. Mm-hmm. And that's just looking for some attention and constantly throwing it in the black community's face that, hey, look, I knocked one of y'all off and I got away with it. So now I'm just steady in the news.
Wow.
He's had other charges. He's been got gun charges and all kind of things since this stuff has happened.
Mm-hmm.
And like James said, all these people that's talking about what they would do, what should have happened, and this, that, and that ain't did a doggone thing. But this man is walking free and steady causing problems and turmoil and disrupt out here in the nation. Now, this $100 million lawsuit ain't nothing but another sham or something for him to garner some more media attention and things like that. I don't know anybody in their right mind that would award him anything based on what happened. Yes, he beat the case in this self-defense issue or whatever they got out there going on in Florida. So we all know that he saw that as an opportunity to take out a young black man, regardless to what they got into, or it was just going to be a tussle or a fight or whatever. There was no need for him to shoot that young man.
Yeah.
It is what it is. If y'all going to tussle, he's 28. This young man is 17 years old. Why do we need the gun? Okay, if we going to nuck till we buck, let's nuck. One of us win or lose, but we both live to see another day. But George Zimmerman saw an easy way that he could take his opportunity and his rage out, his anger, and whatever his problem personally was, he took it out on that 17-year-old that night, which sparked a lot of outrage in the nation. And then we went from there to several other young black men that, we can talk about Mike Brown, talk about, Garner, Eric. We can talk about a whole lot of instances to where we have seen this play out, whether it was with the or whether it was with other citizens, even with the guy in Florida that parked his car, had his car parked in the handicap spot, and he gets out arguing with the guy's lady, and then the guy comes out and push him, and he pulls the gun, and so we've seen these things.
Yeah.
But as James said, the sad thing about it is we got people out here taking, doing all this black on black crime, shooting each other down for little or nothing, for chicken change, for tennis shoes, and stuff like this. And then when you get a brother, you get this brother, whether George Zimmerman, I don't even think he's his nationality is white. I think he may be Hispanic or something. I don't know if he's actually white. But nevertheless, you get these situations with people like that just take people's lives and then continue to walk around and in a gloating fashion per se, other than getting your tail somewhere, sitting down, staying out of the way. You steady want to be in the limelight, and that's the bigger problem now. I'm not going to go as far as to say I wish death upon anybody, But in instances like this, when you do something like that and you continue to be a problem and can continue to keep walking around out here like you privileged or like you owe something for something that you done and ultimately got with, then look here now. Chances are something might happen to you. But like James said, apparently we ain't as mad as we claim. We ain't as gang and as gangsta as we walk around here like we so bad and we taking each other out. But this kind of brother right here that took one of us away from here just continues to walk around and keep making headlines. So
and let somebody
that's a problem.
And let somebody like that just embarrass us, embarrass our community, and talk and not anything. There's not anything done about it. But yet we're bad when it comes to facing each other.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So James was right on point with that, and like I said, that's all I want to chime in on that. It's a sad situation that this kind of guy Zimmerman continues to get all this media attention and as if he is a victim and things like that. Man, get out of here, brother. You know what I mean?
So you think that this guy Zimmerman, George Zimmerman, is intentionally rubbing it in, per se, or can we say that? And he's gotten away with it, but he want to bring it back up, get back in the headlines, and then just all of this, just rub it in on what he's done, and just try to make us angry in some way.
There you go. What you gonna do about it is basically
he's
what
daring
we see.
us.
We get these kind of instances with people like that.
Well, the thing that we do about it, what I've been observing, GKP, is that instead of taking care of business or whatever you may do, black community have a tendency to turn on each other when they get mad. Okay, George Zimmerman did this. I'm mad with him. So then they start raging in our own community, tearing up our properties and killing each other and all this. So why do black people have a tendency to do those things in the black community when they look at something like this?
Let's call it what it is. That's ignorance. That's lack of knowledge. That ignorance, if you break down the ignorance, it starts with the word to ignore.
Yeah.
And what we do is ignore the fact, and we ignore the real things that are going on, and we take it out on our own communities. We go burn down our own stores. We loot our own stores in case of, like Mike Brown's stepfather. We get up and say, burn this, you know what he said, burn this bee down, and things like that. And rather than really looking at where the problem really is. No one wins when we destroy our own community. We don't win. We lose. And I don't know what tactic, I don't know where that came from, to where we take our rage out on each other in our own communities. Don't you know that only assists the white racists and supremacists? That gives them a smile to see us go around here and tear up our own communities, and then we wake up the next morning and say, "Oh, what did we do?
Yeah.
What did we do?" Well, we go to the store because we just looted that out last night.
Yeah, we just told them.
Can't go to the beauty shop because they done stole all of the weed and burnt it. Come on, y'all.
You
can't go to the liquor store because they done took all the liquor. This is what we do. And I mean, a lot of us, I don't know, but I know I'm not one that's afraid to just call it what it is. You know what I mean? I'm black and I'm proud as James Brown's son, but I'm also black and I have some knowledge, and I'm not a fool, and I'm a realist when it comes to things that happen.
That makes a difference when you have the knowledge. The Bible said, God said, "My people perish for the lack of knowledge." Now, the lack of knowing something. When you know something, knowledge is power. And
yes, it is.
But Josh, there's another comment here. I don't know, GK, if you can hang on. Listen to this comment here. Somebody's wrote a pretty good comment here. Well, I said pretty good. I mean a pretty good size comment.
Yeah. Let's see here. It might be. Is it Terry again? Because Terry has been going in on the black community. Okay, here it is. Sharon, who called, actually.
Okay, is that who called?
From Washington. Okay, here we go. Once again, we'll waste time. We'll waste our time on talking about something that doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so what she's saying here, talking about stuff. You were talking about. What we were talking about stuff that don't make sense. Okay.
Well, here
go
we
ahead.
go. And there's nothing that we can do about it. This young man that was shot within a situation where opportunity was given for him to be shot at, if they finagle the trial, which seems to be true once again, we look bad as a black family. And another race, no matter if he's white or not, got away with it. So instead of us focus on something that we can't do anything about, focus on something that we can. And putting somebody down for calling and talking about doing better shows out and educated we are. Uneducated, I'm sure that's what it meant. We are. Because it said and educated. But uneducated we are and will always be until we learn how to talk to each other and about each other in a more positive way.
Wow.
All right, whoa, Josh. Let me check. Whoa.
Okay.
Because what I heard there was her saying that we're uneducated because, or at least maybe she's referring to me. So let me deal with that.
I don't know.
So she's basically saying I'm uneducated because I'm telling her to stick to the subject at hand that we are talking about. I'm not saying nothing is wrong with her trying to go around and help her community in Seattle, Washington. I'm sure that, what's her name? Sharon? Mm-hmm. Am I saying her name right?
Yeah, I believe Sharon, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Sharon. I'm sure that there are several Sharons in the world. Matter of fact, you're talking to one, but his name happens to be Jay Worth, that gives a care about the community, that is concerned about us as a black community being better and unifying and coming together to stop a lot of the things that's happening in our own community. But you, when you called to me, you wanted to highlight all of it. This is our problem. We want to highlight what we doing and what I've done and this, that, and that. When sometimes we getting off subject, off base. I'm proud of whatever it is you may be doing, but to call somebody else uneducated, you ain't doing no better than what you just talked about. If you're going to call me uneducated because I don't want to sit here and listen to you 10 minutes talk about what you're doing or do this self-promoting thing as opposed to actually talking about the situation at hand. Uh-huh. It seems as if you are trying to duck the situation at hand and you'd rather, like you're saying, not talk about George Zimmerman and come over here and talk about what's going on in the black community. Well, I think we're all aware of that. I think there's more than one Sharon around the nation that does care about the community at hand. But we also are concerned about the fact that we see George Zimmerman and a lot of different people like George Zimmerman that do these things and then walk around as if you're going to do about it and sticking their chest out instead of getting into other things. You see what I'm saying? So they don't let it go away. So why should we? Why should we just not talk about it because, okay, we got things we need to do in the hood. That's going to forever be. Yeah. That's part of life. That's part of everybody's path and journey for betterment. It should be. Mm-hmm. But that's no excuse for me to think, or me to want to sit here and listen that you pretty much self-promote as opposed to actually engage in the conversation.
Okay. Now, GKP,
She's responded back to you.
Now, hold
on. Oh, I see her. Okay. I see her. You want me to read it? She says there was no reason for you to speak up on my call the way you did, and that was what did I disrespect when I just told you to stick to a subject? Let me read these comments. I know I'm not, this y'all's show, but I see her, so let me. Okay. And her second comment says, I'm outlining what we all need to do. We are a national company, not just in Washington. Once again, how you speak to each other. Okay, well, ma'am, this is the first time you called in here, so how would we know? This is the first day we know about that. So up until this program, I didn't ever see Sharon Fraser. Okay, we've been talking about it like it is not going to happen again, as we said back in the day. Wake up. That's the thing. It constantly happens. That's why we're talking about
and
it.
GK, she says also there's no point of his what is that?
There's no
gotten
point
away with it if he's gotten away with it.
Yeah.
And she also says, how many years have we been talking about it like it's not going to happen again? As we said back in the day, wake up. So that's
Didn't I just say that, though? We're talking about something that's a continuation.
Now Jay, if I could...
that may pop off tomorrow. I just named several.
You did.
Occasions where this has happened. So it's nothing new, Miss Sharon, to know this. And if you feel I'm being disrespectful, let me be the man I am and tell you I apologize. But what I didn't appreciate of your phone call, of the 10 or 11 minutes that you spent on this phone call, was that to me it seemed as if you wanted to veer away from what the discussion is actually about.
Okay.
As opposed to talk about what we need to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Josh,
wait, were you gonna say something?
Yeah, I just I think when it comes to the crux of it, ironically, even though with the disagreement that you guys are having there, I think there's not too much y'all would probably disagree with each other about, to be honest with you.
Exactly.
Other than that piece, I mean, I think y'all are kind of saying similar things because she's talking about focusing on the things that matter, and I think that's really a lot of the same things you're saying, Jay, as well when it comes to Zimmerman and all that. So I think we could find common ground, or you guys could find common ground at least in that area.
That's good conversation, though.
Yeah, it's good.
That's good conversation. She
Absolutely.
also says that is going to happen tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Does she mean tomorrow? Then she says no.
Another crime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. She said, no, I don't want to veer away from the subject, but I want us to know that we, I don't see that. Okay. There. Wait a minute.
You may have to hit Seymour.
She wants us to know that
we need to focus more on us that this may one day stop happening. Terry says she was selling her mail website.
Oh, what? Okay, see, now
she was selling.
Terry
her,
trying to start something.
Wait. Terry said she was selling her mall website.
Yeah, okay.
That's what she was trying to do
so
on
Terry
our show.
Something,
So she was trying to sell her mall website on our show. Terry,
and that's all I'm saying. That's what it appeared.
That's
what it more sounded like, as opposed to her actually. And I'm not in no kind of way trying to condemn her effort, and I need her to understand that. But the subject of what we were talking about, or what this discussion was meant to be, she took it, and it's like she just wants to discount the fact of the George Zimmermans or the other people that we've seen do these type of things to say, okay, well, we just need to focus more on our community. And that's why I'm saying I would challenge her to pull up my page or several other people's page that talk about these things every day. But even the good book, Bob, says there's a time and a place for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so all I'm saying
is... so you feel that wasn't a time or place for her to try to sell her mall information?
There you go. That's all GKP saying. That's all GKP saying. You know what I'm saying? But it's all love and respect at the end of the day. Maybe she needs to come here a little more, and she'll understand who I am, and things that a lot of times I'm not just that serious. I'm kind of joking sometimes with some of the things that I say. So I don't want her to be that offended by the fact that I'm just saying, okay, let's get on with it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's just humor. It may be crude humor sometimes, but it's humor, Sharon. We all love you, and keep up the good work. All right?
Hey, GKP out of Memphis, Tennessee. Man,
y'all already know who it is.
Hey,
all
look.
right, man.
Hey,
listen, before I go, Go ahead. Somebody saying something to me?
Well, I was about to say, Jay, if they didn't know, they know now.
They know now.
Hey, and listen, before I go, let me add this. Since we doing it, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth landed on us.
That's it.
She said, I ain't trying to sell you nothing, Jay.
Hey, and I might not buy it right now because she hot at me. Yeah, I have to wait till she cool down.
All right.
All right, y'all.
Jay, thanks for the call, GKP. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, 901. Are we out of time?
Yeah, actually, we're right
out of time here, but we'll take one more phone call if you do it real quick. We got to do it real quick. Got to do it right now. Okay?
Yes, it's very second.
Sharon said something else here. Yes, read that. Yes, I am making. Okay. You see it?
Man, I don't know why my comics acting so crazy. Right?
She said, yes, I am making sure that you guys know what we're doing and when they stop this from happening, and that's when they stop this from happening, and that's fine. Say you're disrespecting us as older black women trying to say, let's look at us and make a difference in a very and I'm very sorry that I called in because once again I do not like our brother. What is it? Like our brother?
Yeah, that's what I think it's.
My brother are coming at me. Have a wonderful day. Now we don't mind you calling.
No.
And I think she's taking it the wrong way here. Read my Terry says read my Ben Crump.
Hey, but okay. Yeah, look, we got to read all this stuff. But I'm like, yeah, I definitely don't want sharing the thing, and that's what I was trying to say earlier. Is my main thing was focusing on. That's why I say, like with Terry, because I know Terry's just gonna try to instigate whatever.
Yeah.
But as far as Jay and especially us, there's definitely no problem at all.
No problem, no hard feelings. It's just understanding, and all our get understanding. And Sharon, we really appreciate your comments, and we appreciate the phone call as well. I'm not selling you anything.
Yeah,
she says.
you read that.
Just informing Terry. Sharon trying to get the bag. Okay.
That's why I'm saying we don't have
Sharon laughed out loud on that.
Okay.
Raymond says, this is a great show. Welcome. This is a great show. Welcome to Tennessee, Miss Frazier. GKP is railing. Is that what he said there? Railing? What, Jess said, what on earth did, Eartha Kit did I miss? That's what they get when they walk away from us, Jet.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
you never know what's going on.
Jet didn't walk away from us, but he probably got busy there. But man, I tell you what, you have to do the replay on it. But hey, thanks for all your phone calls.
Definitely.
And what a way to end the show at the end of the week.
Yeah, you can say that again.
See you next week, Kelly says. And Sharita said, we are already in Tennessee. But thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're already in Tennessee, but thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes.
Sir.
Okay, great. Very good. Just we'll get in contact with you, let you, and we'll find out what's going on. We get more details. So,
yes,
Sharon,
sir.
We would love to get more detail, Ms. Frazier. All right. Hey, good for us today, Josh. Thanks for your calls. Thanks for your comments. And wow, what a day to end the week on a Thursday. And, hey, you have a wonderful day today, a wonderful weekend coming up, and be safe out on the roadways if you're going across the country, if you're going around the state, if you're going through the city, wherever you're going, folks. Make it a safe, good trip, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here again on Monday morning at 8 a.m. to do it all over again, 8 a.m. Central Time to do it all over again. Folks, have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend.
You're listening to Talk Back Live with Bob and Josh. Talking about current events and topics that matter.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with the Tennessee Highway Patrol. Pedestrian safety is a two-way street. Both drivers and walkers need to do their part to keep roads safe. When you're walking, remember, the drivers may not always see you, so remember to use these tips to continue to walk safely. Wear bright clothes. Always use crosswalks and obey signs. Lights and reflectors should be used. And finally, keep alert and do not walk distracted. This message brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Patrol.
CJ Used Appliances, located at 3530 Jackson Avenue here in Memphis, Tennessee. Call them at 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances have the best prices in town. Sales and service, heating and air. Also the best appliances you'll find anywhere in the Mid-South. Refrigerators, microwave stoves, washers and dryers, deep freezers, dishwashers, whatever you need in used appliances. And folks, I'll tell you, they're the best used appliances anywhere you'll find. That's CJ Used Appliances, 3530 Jackson Avenue. All appliances come with warranty. You can call them at 901-487-7882. Again, 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances.
Graphics Printing, located at 890 East Range Road in Memphis, a complete print shop for all your printing needs. They do it all. Color copies, resumes, funeral programs, rubber stamps, full-color business cards, wedding and graduation invitations, and more. 30-plus years of quality work and service. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., located at 890 East Range Road in Memphis, Tennessee, 901-345-9294. Graphics Printing.
C&S Motors Auto Sales, located at 2508 Summer Avenue here in Memphis, Tennessee. Call them at 901-323-8778. C&S Motors Auto Sales has been around since 1984. Go by and see Chris today for some of the best pre-owned and used vehicles in the city. They have SUVs, minivans, cars, trucks, whatever you're looking for in pre-owned used vehicles. Hey, you can find it right there at C&S Motors Auto Sales. See Chris since 1984. They will treat you right. Call them at 901-323-8778. That's 901-323-8778. 2508 Summer Avenue, C&S Motors Auto Sales.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with the Tennessee Highway Patrol, here to explain the Tennessee Hands-Free Law, which is a new state law effective July 1st, 2019. In Public Chapter 412, it makes it illegal for a driver to hold a cell phone or a mobile device with any part of their body, to write, send, or read any text-based communication, to reach for a cell phone or mobile device in a manner that requires the driver to no longer be in a seated driving position or properly restrained by a seatbelt, to watch a video or a movie on a cell phone or a mobile device, and to record or broadcast video on a cell phone or mobile device. So, can I still talk on my cell phone while driving? Yes. A driver is permitted to use an earpiece, headphone device, or a device worn on a wrist to conduct a voice-based communication. The driver may use one button on a cell phone or mobile device to initiate or terminate voice communication, and voice-based communication may also be used to send a text message. Learn more at handsfreetn.com.